The right triangle. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to define the right triangle, identify and illustrate the parts of a triangle, define the Pythagorean theorem, identify the Pythagorean formula, calculate using trigonometric functions to find the missing sides and angles, and solve problems involving the right triangles. So, what is the right triangle? The right triangle is a triangle in which one of its interior angles measures 90 degrees. So, that is in this part, which is the right triangle. Automatically we have the 90 degrees. Okay, the side opposite to the 90 degrees is your hypotenuse. While the two sides are called the legs, these sides are called the legs of the right triangle. So the two legs are either opposite and adjacent, depends on the given angle. So when the angle is in this position, then the opposite of the angle is in this position. So this is your opposite. And then the adjacent is in the remaining side besides of your angle. So, ang hypotenuse lamang po ang hindi nababago ang pwesto. So, that is opposite of the 90-degree angle. So, if your angle naman po is in this position, then the position of the opposite side will be in this position. Okay, and then the remaining side of the besides the angle is your adjacent, and also your hypotenuse will be at the opposite of your right angle. So a right triangle has three important properties. So first is the ratio of the measures of the sides can be used to define the six trigonometric functions, which is the sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, cosecant, and secant. Second, the sum of the interior angles is 180 degrees. So where the angle A, B, and C, if we add together, the total must be in 180 degrees. And lastly, the sum of the squares of the legs is equal to the square of the hypotenuse, or what we call the Pythagorean theorem, using the formula a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So the sum of the two legs, square of two legs, it is equivalent to the square of your hypotenuse. Now let's proceed to solving the right triangle. So, first is, and we were going to check the given data. So we have 27, and we have 27 and 34. Then, next is we were going to decide kung ano uunahin natin. If it is the side or the angle first. So as per me, I can solve first the angle. So if you want to solve the side first, so you can, because we have already two datas for the side. So magagamit nyo po yung Pythagorean theorem po dyan. Okay, so if we were going to solve the angle, so I will going to decide if I'm going to find the angle A or angle B first. Okay, so I will going to decide. So I'm going to decide to solve the angle A first. Okay, so if this one, or the angle A, we want to solve the angle A, then we can label na po ang opposite po ng ating angle A is your 27. So, i-label po natin yan. Label po natin as your opposite. And then, the 90 degrees, ayan, automatic po yan. Ang opposite yan is your hypotenuse. And then, the angle or the side besides the angle, so that is your adjacent. Yan. Okay, so now is we were going to solve the angle A. Yan. So what trigonometric functions we can use if we have the opposite data and the adjacent? So we were going to use the tangent. Okay, so in the trigonometric ratios, tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay, so if we want to find the angle A, then substitute lang po natin angle A, and the opposite natin is 27, and our adjacent is 34. So next po nito as we were going to solve the 27 and 34. So that the answer is tangent A is equal to 0.794117 64706. The next is, syempre, we want to find the angle A, then we use the opposite operating for the tangent, which is the tangent inverse. So A is equal to tangent inverse times 0.794117 64706. Put it in your calculator and the answer is angle A is equal to 38.4537 degrees. Okay? And then, after that, we were going to convert it into DMS or the degree, minutes, and seconds. So, to convert it into DMS, get the whole number, which is 38 degrees. And then, the remaining decimal numbers, we were going to multiply it to 60. So, the answer is 27.2226. So, that is, kunin lang natin yung whole number, which is 27 minutes. And then, again, the remaining decimal numbers is, we were going to multiply it again to 60. And the answer is 13.35 seconds. So, this is our angle A. Ayan. So, yan po ang ating angle A. Sulat lang po natin dito sa ating triangle, which is 38 degree, 27 minutes, and 13.35 seconds. Okay? So, next is, we can use naman po yung A plus B plus C is equal to 180. Kasi meron naman na po tayong angle na nandito. Then, automatic po itong right angle na to is equivalent to 90 degrees. Okay? So, just put it, the formula. So, put it the formula, which is A. So, A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees. Okay? So, we can write the 38 degrees, 27 minutes, and 13.35 seconds, plus B plus C is 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So, put it in your calculator So, 38 degrees. Meron pong degrees po dyan sa inyong calculator. 27 minutes and 13.35 seconds plus 90 degrees. Ayan, pag-aadin nyo lang po yan. So, it becomes 128 degrees, 27 minutes, and 13.35 seconds plus B is equal to 180 degrees. Ililipat lang po natin yan sa kabila. Transfer lang po natin. So, it becomes B is equal to 180 degrees minus 128 degrees, 27 minutes, and 13.35 seconds. Then, subtract lang po natin siya. So, 180 degrees minus 128 degrees, 27 minutes, and 13.35 seconds. So, that is equal to 51 degrees, 32 minutes. So, 32 minutes po yan. 32 minutes and 46.65 seconds. Ayan. So, that is our angle B. Okay? So, kompleto na po ang ating angle B. Yan, 51 degrees, 32 minutes, and 46.65 seconds. Now is, proceed na po tayo dun sa sides, which is the hypotenuse po natin. Okay, so yan na lang po yung hahanapin natin at ang natitira. Okay, to solve this, we can use the formula, the Pythagorean theorem, which is the a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So, substitute lang po natin yung values, which is 27 squared plus 34 squared is equal to c squared. Okay, so 27 squared, that is equivalent to 729 plus the 34 squared, that is equivalent to 1,156 is equal to c squared. Add lang po natin yung 729. So, that is equivalent to 1,885 c squared. Then, we can square root both sides para makancel po nating square ng c. So, matitira na lang ay c. And then, the square root of 1,885 is equivalent to 43.42 units. So, that is our answer. 43.40. Okay, now let's proceed to word problem. So, Julia is standing 50 meters away from the base of the tall tree. She wants to determine the height of the tree but has no direct means to measure it. So instead, she used a clinometer to measure the angle from her position to the top of the tree, which is found to be 30 degrees. So what is the height of the tree? So the problem is we were going to find the height of the tree. So the given data are 30 degrees angle from Julia to the top of the tree and 50 meters the distance between Julia and the tree. Yan. So, let's label the right triangle form. So, bago yan. So, I'm going to draw a tree here. Ayan. So, and this is Julia. Ayan. Ayan, si Julia. So, sabi po din is the distance between the tree and Julia is 50 meters. And based po sa kanyang measurement ng angle using the clinometer, so the angle from her to the top of the tree is 30 degrees. Ayan, 30 degrees. So, hindi po siya pantay. Ayan. So, 30 degrees. Okay? So, ang ating given angle is 30 degrees. So, automatic, this part is your opposite. Okay? And then, and this part will be your hypotenuse. And the angle besides, the side beside the angle is your adjacent. Ayan. So, what is the trigonometric function we are going to use? So, dahil ang data na meron tayo is the angle and the adjacent, so we were going to find the opposite, which is the height of the tree. So, we were going to use the tangent. Okay, tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay, then, substitute lang po natin. So, the tangent, ang ating angle is 30 degrees. Substitute lang po natin. That is equal to, which is the opposite. Yan yung hinahanap natin. So, let x be the height of the tree. And then, the adjacent, which is the 50 meters. Ayan. So, next is, to solve this, we will going to cross multiply. So, multiply natin. Yan. So, it becomes x is equal to 50 times tan 30 degrees. So, input lang po ninyo ito sa inyong calculator. Then, the answer is x is equal to 28.867513459948, or just get at least two decimal places. Ayan. At least 2 decimal places, which is 28.87. So, why is it 87? The number next to number 6 is 7. So, ibig sabihin, if we were going to round off, kapag 5 and up yung number, then we're going to add 1. So, in this case, that is 7. That is more than 5. So, we were going to add 1. So, magiging siyang 87 meters. So, that is the height of the tree. So, that's it for today. Thank you.